Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. It's morning here, and today I just wanna talk about um what do I want to talk about? Okay, I've posed the question like, are you a morning person or a night owl? Yeah. So I just want to find out, what are your sleeping habits? When do you like being awake, and when do you like to sleep? And how does that impact your life? Yeah. So please let me know. Let me know. All right. So I am somewhere in between. Okay. I I'm not like an early morning person, but I'm not a night owl either. So I think I'll just say like I'm a morning person. But morning of like maybe 7 a.m. onwards yeah. Yeah, so a night owl, no. Mm-mm. I um I can stay up late, but not so late into the night. Okay. So I don't know if there is a name for that. Let me see. Um, yeah, so I the reason I would consider myself a morning person is that when I was working, I would prefer like to work in the morning, like the morning shift. I was in hospitality, so we would work in shifts, like different shifts. So we had like the morning shift, the morning shift, mid morning shift, the afternoon shift, and evening shift, and the graveyard shift. Oh my gosh, those are a lot of shifts. Yeah. So I used to like the morning shift because I would come in the morning when I'm still fresh and active and just get done with work. Yeah. Universal Energy Circles. Oh, welcome back. It's been a while. I love waking up with the birds. Yes. Oh my goodness. Especially now. It's nice that you mentioned that. Now they're like birds chirping, and it's so nice to hear. Yeah. So yeah, I like, so just in reference to the kind of work I've done for quite a number of years, yeah, I used to like the morning shift so much, and that's why I enjoy like an 8 to 5 job or 9 to 5 job, because I can go in and finish my work. Then later on in the day, I can maybe go out for a drink or do some activities before I go home. So, and prepare for the following day. Yeah. Uh, so for the night owl, I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me why you like, for those who like being night owls, staying up at night. Yeah. So I just believe like, also waking up early in the morning gives me motivation to go to bed early. As you know, nowadays we have a lot of distractions. Yeah. Yeah. So many distractions. There's a lot of things to watch on social media, on TV, family obligations, just so many things going on. and maybe some of us are in school, like so many things. Yeah, so sometimes you might find yourself staying up later than you normally would like to, and that would like automatically affect your day. Yeah. So if I know that I have to wake up early in the morning, then I would, purpose myself to go to bed early, and it helps me get my beauty sleep, because I try as much as possible to get at least 7 hours of sleep. Yeah. So, and one funny thing about sleep I learned is that sleep can help in losing weight. I don't know how true that is. I was like, oh, I can lose weight because of sleeping. Oh, sign me up. Oh, hi, how are you? Are you a morning person or a night owl? Welcome, and please subscribe to my channel. Yeah, so yeah, that is maybe just some of the reasons I like the being a morning person. Yeah, and also waking up in the morning helps me just set the tone for the day, and I found out like the earlier I wake up, the better for me, like if I wake up at 6 in the morning, um I feel like I get motivated, I can do like a lot of things, and yeah. But if I wake up like later on in the day, oh, you're a night person? Oh, that is cool. How do you do it? So when do you sleep? Are you able to sleep during the day? I cannot sleep with daylight. I cannot sleep. Yeah. So yeah, those are some of the reasons I like, yeah, being a morning person. So the challenge for me right now is that it gets dark only like maybe almost 9 p.m. Isn't that crazy? Oh yeah, sometimes. Oh, okay. I was like, it was like really, really new to me. Like even at 8:30, there's still like daylight outside. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so confusing. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so now I don't know if we are in summer now. It's my first time experiencing all these different seasons, so bear with me. Yeah, I don't know if we are in summer or spring. Wait, what season is June? June. I think we are maybe towards the end of summer. Thank you. We is June. Oh, so yeah, I think now we are in. Oh, we're already in summer. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So interesting. Yeah, I've never lived somewhere where they have like different seasons. Like, is it 4 seasons? Yeah. So this is all new to me. Oh, you're in summer. That is cool. Yeah. I've been waiting for this. Oh, yes. I've been waiting for this weather because for me, I think I'll enjoy summer more than any other season. Winter, I was like so excited because of the snow. I hadn't seen snow ever in my life. It was my first time to, to see snow. You can watch one of my videos where I was in the snow and I even ate some of the snow. Crazy, I know, yeah. And then for the spring, I felt like it was still very cold. Honestly, I don't even think there was spring, but my husband would beg to differ. Yeah, so for me, this is the weather I like, summer, yeah. And but now you can see it's still a bit chilly. I have a sweater on, but any other person would not have a sweater on. It's not really cold to the point that I have to put the heat on. Yeah, but it's just how my body is. Yeah, I get I get cold easily. Yeah, but in like a few minutes, maybe in the next 30 minutes, I really won't need this sweater. Yeah. So anyway, I was saying all this to say that like right now it's summer, and in the night it's like still daylight. At 8:30 is still daylight, sometimes even up to 8:40. And that can be a little bit confusing, you know? So I have to like just make sure that it doesn't trick me into staying up late. Because imagine if I think that 9 o'clock is like 6:30 or 7, that's crazy, because then it means I will go to bed like later on. And I was thinking that it would take time for the daylight to break, because of the fact that it takes a while for it to get dark in the night. But no, science would have it otherwise. At 5, it's already all daylight. And I'm like, what? Yeah. So I just make sure that I sleep in like a dark, like I cover myself, because once my brain registers that it's daylight outside, I cannot sleep. Isn't that crazy? I cannot. I'll be tossing and turning, and the worst part would be like, if I'm experiencing insomnia, that would just be it. I would be done. I wouldn't be able to sleep. Yeah. But I enjoy sleeping when it's dark and when it rains. Ooh, I think my deepest, most peaceful, enjoyable sleeps are when it rains. Ooh. Sometimes I don't even know that it's raining, but I'll just wake up, and depending on how well rested I feel, I'll be like, yeah, did it rain? And the first thing I do is, look outside, and yeah, it would have rained for real, yeah. So rainy nights are like amazing for sleep. I love, love, love sleeping when it rains. Yeah. And that's why I prefer for it to rain like in the night. I don't like it during the day, because during the day I want to enjoy myself. Like right now, I can't wait to go to the beaches, to the beach, to the beach, to the beach, to the beach. Yeah. I am waiting, and I'll take you guys along to the beach with me too. Yeah, my first time in the beach here, So I'm so excited for that. Yeah. Speaking of that, I need to go and buy some shorts, and maybe some swimwear, because I've added some weight. Ooh. Yeah, I added more weight than I anticipated, and I was trying on my shorts and I could not go past my my thighs. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I am trying not to like really pressurize myself with the weight thing. So I'm really looking for ways to like just maintain it. Yeah. I would be okay just maintaining what I have now. My fear is gaining so much weight, because I don't know how I'm gonna lose it. Yeah. So yeah, I think those are some of the reasons why I like sleeping, like just waking up early. I don't mind staying up a little bit late, but my rule of thumb is I need to have at least 7 hours of sleep. Yeah. So that will dictate the time I go to bed. So 7 hours of sleep, and yeah. So I try as much as possible to have that. If possible, 8, why not? Beauty sleep. Trying to stay young, forever young. I wanna be forever young. I don't know the lyrics. Forever, forever young. Wait, how did I forget the lyrics? Yeah, that's the thing. We all wanna be young, but we can only be young at heart, right? Yeah. So, what other reason do I like being? Oh, so yeah, that makes sense now. When we were young, my mom, and this would be like on days that we don't have to go to school, right? So in Kenya, I think things gradually change to the point that now even a child going to school, like maybe a 2-year old or a 3-year old, like from 3 years, the child has to wake up super early in the morning, and I'm like, that is torture. I don't think I would want to put my child through that. Like kids wake up very early in the morning. And now when they're like 7 years, they wake up like super early. Some wake up like even at 5 in the morning to go to school. I'm like, that's crazy. So anyway, when we were growing up, I don't think we had to wake up that super early, but yeah, as we progressed into like the higher classes, then we had to wake up very early. But when we was still young and on days that we weren't going to school on the weekends, you'd be sleeping. It's weekend. You're a child, so you're like, you want to sleep in a little bit. It's not like you have to go somewhere and you have the whole day to play with your friends and the neighbors. But then, just as you're, dreaming in dreamland and enjoying your sleep, you hear a loud knock on the door. Boom, 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 boom. And you're like, what is happening? Boom, 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 boom. Because what we used to do is lock ourselves inside to avoid any disturbance. I used to share like my bedrooms with my siblings. We are 6 kids and 5 girls, so that's a lot of kids. Yeah. So we used to share like bedrooms. So my mom would come and knock, boom, 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 boom. So what we would do is lock ourselves in the inside, and then who's going to wake up to like open the door? Yeah, no one. And we were hoping like that would, just make her leave if no one is opening the door. But no, if you know how African moms are, my gosh, she would knock on that door until one of us would just wake up to open the door. So the funny thing is that we would open the door. So you try and open the door quickly and then you rush. So you like tiptoe and try to open the door quietly and rush back to cover yourself so that she doesn't know who who opened the door because you don't want to wake up. But then she would come and just pull your duvets or blankets off of you. And yeah, that's it. And so what made it really like a little bit annoying for us is my mom wakes up so early. I was like, but why? It's weekend. Why? Why she wakes up so early, even to date? Yeah, because so she would say she wakes up like at 3 to pray, and then after that she'll be like half awake and half asleep, but she goes to bed like very, very early. My mom would be in bed like after the 7 o'clock news in the night, 7 p.m. news, she's in bed. She's done for the day. And I would be like, that is too early. 7? Yeah, so I think that's where it came from because growing up, we had to wake up early, regardless of whether you're going to school or you're staying at home or you have nothing to do. There was nothing like sleeping in. No, it was wake up and go, wake up and go, Yeah. So, and my mom would have like endless chores for us to do. So, this is what African mothers do, you know? They give you like your chores, you'll do this, you'll do this, you'll do that, you'll do that. All right. If you happen to be in her presence, if she happens to pass by you, she'll add another chore on top of what she already gave you. And you're like, surely, I haven't even started what I was supposed to do. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So you'd be like on your toes, just working literally almost the whole day if you're not careful. That's why we'll do whatever little she wants us to do, avoid her at all costs, and disappear, go to play. Otherwise, you'll be moving up and down in that, home for like forever. And we had like a compound, like a spacious compound. So she cannot fail to find anything for you to do. Okay, it would be okay, pick up the litter you finished. Okay, sweep off the twigs or something like that. Okay, okay, have you done the dishes? Yes. And meanwhile, we had like people who would like help us with work, like household chores. But oh my God, go and do this. Okay. Oh, the windows look dirty. She'll just sit down and find work for you to do. That is, I promise you. Oh, why don't you wash the windows, scrub the windows? Okay. But the windows are clean. We just cleaned the windows the other day. All right. After it dries, you need to shine it. Okay. And then she comes to inspect. Oh, there's a spot over there or the spot. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. So. So I have a feeling maybe she was waking us up early in the morning so that she can make us busy. I don't know. Yeah. But she would even maybe sit, maybe she's sitting watching TV and the remote is literally next to her. And you're all the way over there. And she would be like, okay, get me the remote. You're like, you have to be kidding. Yeah. So, yeah. But we learned up, like we learned, sorry. Oh, what is learned up? Oh dear Lord, don't let me murder the English language. Yeah, so we learned really quickly and yeah, so we knew what to do and yeah, just stay out of her way and you'll be good to go. Yeah, but those mornings were rough, especially when you had to wake up at that time. As kids, like we would retire to bed, but having siblings, you don't sleep early because you're fighting, you're singing, you're just doing like crazy stuff, playing games, doing all sorts of shenanigans, and you don't even keep track of time. Yeah. But my mom didn't care. All she wanted is for you guys to be in bed. Period. Point blank. That was it. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't even think we would keep track of time. Did we even have a clock in our bedroom? I'm not so sure. Yeah. So and those days we didn't even have cell phones. I don't even think we. Yeah, no. So we would play, do all sorts of things. But and you know how kids can be like very mischievous and active and all that. So when we would wake up in the morning, by that time we were not yet like fully awake. You just want your body to rest like just a little bit. Just like, could you just give me like 10 minutes, please? I'm only asking for like, no. When my mom says you're awake, you're awake. That's it. Yeah. And there's a way African mothers would just like, you know, enforce their rules or like just communicate without speaking, without even uttering a word. She would just give you this look and you know what you have to do. Yeah. So I don't know if I can put it on my mom that I'm a morning person because of her. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. But for the most part, if not all of my childhood, I would wake up in the morning because I would either be going to school or my mom would be waking me up. Even during holidays, it was the same thing. Waking up in the morning, yeah. And so when I was working in hospitality and I had to do different shifts, it was really rough in the beginning. And I don't think it got a lot easier. I would still find it rough when I had to work like, so I was okay with morning. Our morning shifts would start like at 6 in the morning. So and others, so we had different morning shifts. We had like for 5, depending on the hotel you're working at. So there was like 5 in the morning and 6 in the morning, and 7 and 8. So those were like the morning shifts. Good morning, Angela. Hi, Soul Survivor. How are you? Sorry, yesterday I cut you short when you're telling me where you're from. I was just ending the live and I saw your text. Yeah. I love Georgia. I would like to go to Atlanta. I don't know why, but yeah, I've always wanted to go to Atlanta. Yeah, so so those were like the morning shifts. So those ones I liked. So 5 a.m. shift, not so much because it meant I have to wake up like by 4. I'm not waking up at 4. So 6 a.m., yeah, because it means I start my day early and I finish early. Hi, I'm new here, Gianna. Oh, welcome, Gianna. Welcome. And please subscribe to join our family here. Yeah, so my best shifts would be like 7 in the morning, 6 or 7. Yeah. So that way I can, especially 6, because 6, I can finish on time and leave. One thing about hospitality, and oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Gianna. One thing about hospitality, you can never leave on time. I don't know why. You always find yourself like extending at work for like an hour or two. The thing is, so we would never get paid like money for overtime. What some people will do is give you your hours back. So there was really no motivation for people to like work extra hours because you're not really getting compensated money wise for it, you know? Yeah. So most people just want to finish and leave. But the way operations are, sometimes it's very, very difficult because you have to finish your stuff and hand over to the next shift. And you can't leave anything pending because then it's going to affect the entire operations. Yeah. So that's why I liked 6 a.m. to start work like at 6 in the morning. Yeah, because it would give me, so 6, um, it's not really busy because at 6 in the morning, most guests are like maybe the business people are having breakfast and rushing out. And the other guests who are there for holiday will not wake up until maybe 9 when they are rushing down to get breakfast, you know, because breakfast will like end like at 10 or 11 depending on the hotel. Yeah, so it was in the morning we would just like arrange like stuff, stationery, prepare things, you know, do what you need to do to make sure that the shift is like smooth, liaise with housekeeping, check your numbers, uh, you know, see how many arrivals you have, how many departures, and it really helps you to plan your day, you know. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. And then by the time I had my lunch, my day was done. So that's what I liked. I was like, and the day would go by so quickly. So that was my favorite shift. The 8 a.m. one, not so much because 8 a.m. you're arriving at work with all the bosses. And trust me, hotels have like so hotels have so many bosses. Yeah, let me correct my grammar. Hotels have like so many bosses. And so you have the general manager, and so the general manager has a personal assistant, and the personal assistant is like the eyes, you know, of the general manager. Anything he or she sees will go back, eventually go back to him, and it will trickle down to all of you. Yeah. So you have that. You have some hotels have like a hotel manager, or others call that like director of operations, you know. What about 7 a.m.? Yeah, I like 7 a.m. 7 a.m. is also good. 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. is nice. Yeah, perfect. Because I used to work like 9 hours. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. 7 a.m. means I'm done by 4 p.m. And 6 means I'm done by 3. Yeah. So both of them were nice. Thank you for asking, Gianna. Yeah, because I'd sort of forgotten about that. Yeah, so I like those ones. You come in, it's easy peasy. 8 a.m. A little bit tricky because when all the bosses come in, it's like, yeah, that shift, it can really be interrupted because in the morning, the bosses will come in and they want to have briefing and whatnot. So when you come to work like at 6, yeah, you can easily skip out on that briefing. And so you don't have to deal with all the stress of the night, yeah, because that's when you people get admonished. It's like, what? Why did this happen? Don't do this. Do this. A lot of instructions being, yeah, meted out, and people really don't like. I don't know. Yeah, the briefings, I don't know if I really enjoyed them as much. I only enjoyed the fun ones, yeah, but not where people are being called out, for their mistakes and stuff like that. Yeah, it was a little bit stressful. And when the numbers are right, the bosses are not right. So for the managers, the only way to please them is for your numbers to be okay. And for hospitality, when I say numbers, I mean revenue and reviews, like ratings. So if the hotel has a good rating and it's bringing in revenue as per, the budget forecast, then the manager will be the happiest manager in the world. And if you manage to also like handle your complaints well, yeah, so that's it. Do you like to read? Yes, yes, Gianna, I like to read. I've been lazy a little bit, but I will show you some of the books that I need to read. I really enjoy reading. Do you know why I like reading? Because I gain like knowledge. I get to learn new things, and it also helps me with the English language because I learn new words. Okay, just hold on a second. Let me get you the books. Okay. Oopsie. All right. See, I don't even want to get up. So this is the book that I'm currently reading. I really need to continue. I haven't opened it for a long while. I shouldn't be lazy like this. Yeah, it's called Long Walk to Freedom. It's is it the autobiography of Nelson Mandela? Nelson Mandela, I think everyone knows Nelson Mandela, or if not, he was the first Black South African president, and he was in prison for a very, very, very long time. Yeah, and yeah, he was more of like he was more than a national statesman, to be honest. Yeah, he was really respected and revered like world over, just because of the sacrifices that he made, for his country. So it's really interesting because this one is something that he participated in writing. So it's like learning things from the horse's mouth. Yeah. Right now I'm now in, let me see which chapter. So it's called Birth of a Freedom Fighter. So yeah, I've already read like the part like his childhood, which was amazing and beautiful. It was like I was in that setting. It really draws you in this book, and really, you really get immersed into it, and you feel like you're living his life with him. I don't know. Yeah, that's how I feel when I read it. Yeah. So I'm at the part where he has joined like he's now becoming more politically active. Yeah, the ANC. Any advice for our first visit to Kenya? Okay, so what is the advice I would give you? All right. Okay, anyway, you have the dollar currencies. So yeah, if you're traveling with any currency, just travel with dollars. It will be easier for you. Yeah, so when you get to Kenya, you can exchange it. Do not exchange your currency at the airports, because for some reason I find like the airports don't have a good exchange rate. You can do it at the banks once you get to the city. Yeah, then you get good value for your money. There are places, just like any place in the world, there are places where you have to be like really careful when you're walking, like hold your bag close to yourself. And visit Nairobi when you go to Nairobi, because I think you land in Nairobi. So when you go to Nairobi, you can go to the Nairobi National Park. That is Nairobi is the only city with a national park in the city. And then Places to visit, I think I would recommend Nairobi, and because anyway you're landing in Nairobi, and then the coastal area. Mombasa would be a good start. So Mombasa, you have the old town, and then there is North Coast and South Coast. I personally like South Coast, but North Coast is amazing as well. Yeah, so you can do that. And for the night travel or in the area, the hotel you're staying in, you can ask the concierge there, and they can just give you like, pointers on what to do and what not to do, like specific pointers. Yeah, so those are the places I would suggest. And if you'd like to go to, what is it called, safari, Masai Mara, but Masai Mara can get a little bit expensive. I'm talking about me, maybe it's not expensive for you. Okay, yeah, but Masai Mara is a good one, and they have different packages for you. They also have the day package where you don't have to sleep there. That's the cheapest. You can just see the wildlife and leave. Hi, Diana Lynn. How are you? Welcome to my channel. Best hotels. So the best hotel in South Coast, Diani, Swahili Beach. Swahili Beach Resort is the best. And when you go to South Coast in Diani, so it's called Ukunda Diani, there is a cave restaurant called Alibaba. That is a must to go. So Swahili Beach, Baobab. In Nairobi, I think you can just stick to like the well-known. So I've been to Serena, is nice. Which other hotel? I'm not really a Nairobi person, so yeah, I think Serena, or you can look at the American chains of hotels or other hotels, yeah, that you can find. But yeah, at the top of my mind, Serena comes up, and there's another hotel I stayed in that was really, really nice. I've just forgotten, yeah. So yeah, when I get more information, I can give you Soul Survivor. Best months to visit. Okay. So the best month to visit in terms of weather would be like when? In December in Mombasa, it gets really, really hot. Okay. So for the safari, I think it's June, July. Wait, for the wild beast migration. But then it's very expensive around that time. So maybe you might want to visit at a different time. Honestly, I just can't think on the top of my head what month you can visit in. But most people maybe would like to go around maybe April, around April thereabouts, or maybe June, July. Yeah. Or you could put it at maybe October, November. But the weather is different. What kind of weather do you like, Soul Survivor, so I can advise you accordingly? Let me know which kind of weather works for you. Dina, oh, not Diana Lynn. Dina Lynn, I'm fine. Welcome, and please subscribe. Gianna, I like to read because it makes my mind good and peaceful. Oh, you like comics? That's nice. Yeah, it does. It really makes you, to detach from all this craziness. Money conversion from US to Kenyan money. Right now, the rate is like $1 is 125 Kenya shillings. It keeps changing a little bit. Yeah. But right now it's going for 125. Yep. $1 is like for 125. Sometimes it goes to 123, 125, or not too hot or not too cold. Okay. So I need to check. Mombasa, you don't have to worry about that, because Mombasa, the weather is like it's by the ocean. Yeah. So it gets humid at times. So but December I know is very hot in Mombasa. So that one is a no in Mombasa. Nairobi, yeah. So I think maybe June, July would be good for Mombasa. June, July would be good for Mombasa. Yeah. Yeah. Between June, July, and August. Yeah. So I think just generally for the whole country, it would be better to do it June, July, August, because the coastal area within those months, right? It will not be so cold in the coastal area. It might be cold in Nairobi, but the coldest is like maybe 50 degrees or 55. I think that would be good for you, right? Because you've dealt with winters here. Transportations options. So transportation options in Nairobi, we have what is called public transportation. I would not advise you to use the public transportation because even as a Kenyan, I'm still getting used to it. You know, you have to really be alert and quick. But it's something fun to do if you get a local person to go on a matatu with you. So we have what is called matatus. The matatus, you basically pay cash and they blast music like pow, 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 like loud, loud music. Um, so taxi would be your best bet. Nowadays we have like Uber, so people use Uber. The safest way I think would be Uber because taxi also you need to be a local to know which one is legit and which one is not, and we want you to be safe and to enjoy our country safely. So you can do Uber at the airports. They have the airport taxis, so I think those are safe enough to use when you're leaving the airport. But just moving around the city, you can do Uber. Yeah, Uber is safe, and then you can and of course you take precautions as you do in any country. You check your number plate and stuff like that. You can also rent a car if you'd like. Yeah. High crime rates. It depends on which area, you know. Yeah. Most areas in Mombasa, it's generally safe, but there are areas that you cannot go to at certain times. The same applies to Nairobi. But Nairobi, they are very like areas which are really not high in crime. Yeah, they are considered like safe, like maybe Westlands or yeah, those we call them like the rich neighborhoods. Yeah. Yeah. So what I normally advise people is that just take precaution because either way, it's just like in any country, there's no place which is entirely safe, but just be cautious. You can't go to places like, especially, no offense to people like in the slums or things like that, but there are areas you really cannot go to in the night and expect to be okay, you know? Yeah. So what I would suggest Soul Survivor is go to like a 5-star hotel. Those hotels have like a concierge desk and they will really be able to guide you on the do's and don'ts. And yeah, just plan to be uh, to be just aware of your surroundings. Yeah. But Kenya is generally safe, especially we are so welcoming towards tourists. The other thing I can let you know is at the beaches in the coastal area, be on the lookout for people who are called beach boys. Yeah. They are nice people because they are like looking, for a living. But at the same time, just be cautious, Yeah, just be cautious of them. Any dating advice there? Okay. Dating advice. So Kenyans, we are very open to dating people from other countries. It's very interesting because you'll find a lot of resistance between tribes, but with people from other countries, yeah, we are very, very open to that. So you'll find most Kenyans are very open to that. But just be aware of, maybe to know the person's intentions. Yeah. Because you don't know if the person just wants to have a good time or the person wants you to splash money on them, or maybe they are truly, truly looking for someone. Yeah. So especially in the places where tourists, especially in Mombasa, yeah, it can be really difficult to filter and know who's true and who's not, but you'll definitely have a good time. Kenyan girls would be there to, like, we are always down for a good time, but just be, I always say just go with your guts. Yeah. So that's, I'm trying so hard. I don't want to instill fear in you, but at the same time, I want to be as open and honest as I can. Yeah. Let's just say that there've been some cases where the stories didn't end, like really well, because you might find, unfortunately, there are those people who don't have true intentions, and yeah, you might end up losing, like, maybe your money and stuff like that. Yeah, so just don't bring a stranger to your room. I would advise that. Yeah, meet in public places. I mean, until you get to like really know each other. But yeah, just be safe. Oh, God bless you. Thank you, Tristan Long. Yeah, I hope I answered your questions also. By I don't want to scare you, because there have been very many beautiful, successful, love stories and dating stories. But at the same time, as a person, I think for me, I always exercise caution. I'm always thinking of all scenarios, and this applies to anywhere I go to. I think of the best case scenario, worst case scenario, best case scenario. Maybe it's not a good way to live, but that's how I am. Yeah. So yeah, and then we have like ladies from different we have women from different tribes and countries. We have different looks, different. So you'll see when you go to Kenya, you'll see. Yeah. Tourist guide. I'm not so sure about tourist guides. I think hotels have, I've never used a tourist guide before in Kenya, but the hotels, they have like a travel desk. So from the travel desk, you can get it there. If you're booking your travel, there is this company called Bonfire Adventures. They get very high ratings in Kenya. I personally haven't used them, but a lot of people really recommend it. It's called Bonfire Adventures. So maybe they can help you get around, or help you get in touch with a tourist guide. They also help people plan their travel. But one thing for me, I always plan my travels directly. Like I deal directly with the hotel. I book my airline tickets directly. I sort of just do it that way, because I find it flexible. I can change my flight when I want to change, or I can change hotels or things like that. Uh, Going with an agent, I've never done that, because I just feel like it restricts me. But there are people who say they enjoy it. Yeah, but we have a lot of tourist guides. Maybe if you allow me to ask, I could ask my sister. Maybe she stayed in Nairobi for the longest, and I can also ask my friend who's in Mombasa. Yeah, and then they can help you, guide you. I think my friend in Mombasa might know a few people who do that. Yeah. She stays there. Mm-hmm. But I never really had like a tourist guide, no. I think the farthest I went to having a tourist guide is when we went, there's a building called Fort Jesus, and it has a lot of history. So maybe those ones, you just get them on the spot and they guide you. You miss Kenya? Of course. I can't wait to go to Kenya. I miss Kenya. That is my motherland, where I was born and raised. I always miss it. Yeah. Because most of my family is still there. My nieces and nephews, some of my siblings. My mom is there. My grandma. Yeah. So my cousins, my aunts. So I miss Kenya. I miss the food. I miss the weather, and I miss the interactions that I would have. Like, just being able. There's just that feeling I cannot explain. You just feel like you're at home. Yeah, it's really hard to explain. You have to like leave your home, go stay somewhere else, then you can understand what I'm saying. I'll definitely let you know if I decide when I'm going in 2025. Please do. I'll do a little bit more research and I'll let you know. I have like friends in almost most of the major cities. Yeah. So if you face any trouble or something like that, I can get more information and they can guide you. So let me know when you go to Kenya. Let me know. It's so exciting. Yeah. I'll also, I'm probably too old to date there though. How old are you? How old are you, Soul Survivor? You're never too old. You know, in Kenya, there's a saying that says, hata paka mzee hunywa maziwa. Okay? It means, because cats in Kenya, they drink a lot of milk. We give them milk as food. So they say that even an old cat drinks milk. Soul Survivor, 50 is not old. Oh my God. 50 is not old at all. Life begins at 40. 50 is just about right. Ashley B, Africa is the most beautiful accent and the best food. Oh, thank you, Ashley B. Yeah. Soul Survivor, 50 is not old. Not at all. That is the right age. The perfect age, I think. 50 is just okay. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You will be perfectly fine. Are you looking to date like for fun, or are you looking for a wife? To someone you can settle with, or a partner, or just a girlfriend? Hmm? Thank you for making me feel better and giving me hope. Of course, of course. For sure. Oh, definitely a wife. Yeah. My husband and I, we have like an age gap. My husband is also in his 50s. I hope he won't kill me for telling his age. Yeah. So, oh, definitely a wife. Oh, that is good to know. Awesome. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is nice. Yeah. So hopefully you go to Kenya and you meet wonderful souls, beautiful people for sure. Yeah. Fi- Exactly. Ashley B says 50 is not that old. 70 is up there, Lord. Who is 70, Ashley B? 50 is fine, yeah. 50 is good. 50, you're still working, you haven't retired, you're still active. Yeah, 50 is awesome. And for men, personally, for men, I feel like 50 is just about right because men are like, they've done it all and now they're ready to settle down. Ashley B, you're 47. Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, yeah. I think like, oh, you want to live abroad? Oh, wow. Oh, very true. Yes, of course. Yeah. Soul Survivor, will it be your first time going to Africa when you go to Kenya? Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, it's good. When you live abroad, you can. Oh, yes. Ah, okay. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you're choosing my country as your first country to go to in Africa. Yay, go Kenya. Go Kenya. Yeah, please let me know when you'll travel. I will try my best to like give you as much information as I can, and depending on my friend's schedule or people that I know who work in the tourism business, yeah, see if they can help make your stay a pleasant one. Oh, you represent your country well. Oh, thank you. Ashley B said, I would choose Africa too. Yes, of course. Nice. Yeah. Africa. Hakuna Matata. Oh, so there's a song that they'll sing for tourists in Kenya. It's like, guys, please forgive my voice. It's not the best, as we all know. It's not my best voice while singing. It's not the best voice, yeah, while singing. Whatever, you know what I mean. Sorry. I'm just mumbling. I'm sorry. So it goes like, Jambo, Jambo bwana, habari gani? Mzuri sana, wageni, wakaribishwa. Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Kenya nchi yetu, hakuna matata. Kenya nchi nzuri, hakuna matata. Kenya yapendeza, hakuna matata. Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Mzuri sana. Wageni wakaribishwa. Kenya yetu, hakuna matata. Kenya nchi nzuri, hakuna matata. Nchi ya amani, hakuna matata. Nchi ya pendeza, hakuna matata. I'm retired, but you're retired, but you have a small trucking company and you're training your oldest son to operate while abroad. Ooh, kudos. That is really cool. I like that. Yeah. You know, I like it when, parents like teach, their kids and you pass on your skills to the next generation. Kudos to you, Soul Survivor. That's amazing. Amazing. How many different languages there are? So Kenya has like more than 45 tribes, maybe 46. I think the number is anywhere between 42 to 46 tribes. So those are different tribes speak different languages and dialects. And the main languages are, so we have two main languages that we use in Kenya. English is the official language. Official, I mean, it's used in all government offices, in schools, in all institutions. English is used, all right? Then we have Swahili. Swahili is our national language, okay? Swahili is spoken by every Kenyan. It's spoken in households. This is the first language the child speaks. Nowadays, it's different. Some people prefer to start with English, yeah. But Swahili can also be used in the court of law. It can be used in parliament, yeah. So we have Swahili, English, and Swahili. Yeah. And then the other languages, like my tribe, I am Luo, so we speak Luo. Yes, yeah. So personally, I speak three languages. I speak English, Swahili, and Luo. Yeah. Other people speak more than that. Sometimes you can speak a language just because you live in that area or in that city. You might not necessarily be from that tribe, but because you interact a lot with people from that tribe, then you speak. Yeah. So yeah. Like for example, I'll give you an example. To say thank you in the Luo language, you say erokamano. Erokamano means thank you. See? And then asante means thank you in Swahili. So yeah, so I've just said thank you in three different languages. Thank you, asante, erokamano. Love your singing. Oh, thank you, Soul Survivor. So kind of you. You used to model? Yes, yes. Yeah, I do model. I'm planning to do the same here, but I'm still battling with these weights. Yeah, so now that I can walk, I'm trying to see how I'll navigate that space here. Yeah, in the US. Yeah, but I did model in Dubai. I did it like part-time, just because of the kind of work I was doing. I would get like modeling gigs, but unfortunately, because I was doing the shift work, hotel work, I was unable to like really fully explore that side of my of yeah, of things. Yeah. So yeah, but I did quite a few modeling jobs, and I enjoy modeling. Yeah, but I haven't gotten my big break yet. I used to model, like I started modeling like years back from Kisumu, and then in Dubai as well. And Dubai definitely was paying like way better than we get paid in Kenya for modeling. Yeah. I think you're an amazing person, very talented. Thanks for all the advice. Thank you so much, Soul Survivor. Yeah. What I will do, I will do my research. I will speak to my friends and family back in Kenya. And then I will just put up a package with like specific details and explain to you, in a nice way so that you can get the information, correctly. Yeah. Because here I just feel like I was all over the place. Yeah. But I'll do that, of course, before 2025. Yeah, we'll have a session where we'll go through all of that, and then you can make your decisions. Yeah. Oh, I love it when you ask me questions. Of course, you're welcome. Oh, 31 votes. Amazing. 52% say yes, they are morning people. 48% no. So I assume these are our night owls. Guys, for those who are joining us for the first time, please show us some love by liking this live, and please subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified every time I go live. All right, guys, unless there are any more questions, any questions? Oh, my singing is awesome, really? Thank you. Thank you. KB Spider-Man lover, I like your hair. I seen you a few months ago. Oh, really? Thanks. Thank you, Spider-Man lover. Yeah. Today I just put on this because I just woke up and I was like, oh, let me put on this. Yeah. Alrighty. Unless you guys have any more questions for moi. Okie dokie. Yeah. For my subscribers, I can't express how much I appreciate you guys. You make my days. You really inspire me and encourage me because of your amazing support and your kind words. So thank you so much for always joining me, and yeah, uh, being part of my life and watching my videos, and just being the amazing people that you've been so far. All right. And yeah, I'll see you guys later on in the day. Oh, thank you for your time. Thank you to Soul Survivor. Thank you. And remember, 50 is not old, okay? Yeah. 50 is not old. All right. So goodbye, guys. I'll see you later on in the day. Good morning to those who are just waking up and starting their day or already started their day. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from in the world. And thank you also for participating in the polls. Yeah, I really, really appreciate that as well. Okay, goodbye. Bye. Yeah, I know. It's the African way. We say goodbye 1,000 times. All right. Bye. Ah.